It likely comes as no surprise, but food bank usage is on the rise here in Thunder Bay.
That comes from Feed Ontario's 2023 Hunger Count report. The organization held an event today at the airport, shining more light on the local crisis. Jess Clement reports.
Feed Ontario is sounding the alarm about food insecurity after its 2023 Hunger Count report showed monthly food bank use in the province has more than doubled compared to pre-pandemic levels. Feed Ontario CEO Carolyn Stewart was in Thunder Bay on Friday as part of a provincial tour to talk about the annual report, which gathers its data from food banks across the country, including in our city.
We've seen over 800,000 people accessing food banks last year with almost 6 million visits. This is almost a 40% increase year over year, the seventh consecutive year of increase, and the largest increase on record.
The report noted that the high cost of living, progressive growth of precarious work, and unaffordable housing were driving factors in the increase. This is the first time in a decade Feed Ontario has stopped in the city, and Stewart says is to ensure local voices are heard in northwestern Ontario.
You're obviously dealing with almost a compounding factor of all the factors that exist across the province. Geographic isolation, access to food, increased food prices. You're dealing with a different demographic population. For food security impacts Indigenous population, racialized groups, almost sometimes 3 times as much as the regular population. So you're seeing that here.
Stewart says food banks are struggling to keep up with the demand and is calling on higher levels of government to address the issue. RFDA Executive Director Volker Krom echoes her concern.
We have to really think hard about the services that we provide because we can't afford, it's not sustainable constantly be searching for food or trying to buy food at these prices. And the demand keeps rising. Unless there is some economic relief or a change in the economy, we'll be seeing more and more people coming to food banks.
And while there are challenges ahead, the event saw some relief for the RFDA with a $50,000 donation from Ontario Power Generation.
It allows us to those communities that we normally serve, the remote communities that we serve, we can say yes to emergency supplies. And we do get those requests. Not always can we say yes. And we can't expect the people in Thunder Bay to be constantly supporting the rest of the North. And by partnering with corporations, we can do that.
Jessica Clement, TBT News.